So this is my Tiger 900 GT Pro 2025, and I've installed the INNOVV K7 dash cam system. I thought I'd do a quick video just to show the basics. I've done the install already, but if you've got any questions, specifics, just put them in the comments and I'll try and comment if I can. The reason I've done this is just because I haven't done any kind of modifications to the bike, no drilling, no cutting, so everything is reversible if I wanted to. So you can see, for example, initially I was going to drill a hole in here and mount the camera, but I immediately had a few issues with that. The brackets they provided weren't really going to work for me for that. So instead what I've done is I've kind of removed the bolt from here, replaced it with a slightly longer bolt, some rubber washers, and the camera sits here really nicely. It seems to be really solid. It's not central, and I had a few kind of issues with that just in my head, but now I'm over that, so it's fine. The wire just runs under here, kind of, it's been packed in here using, I've got a set of kind of plastic trim tools, which are really useful for this. And that wire runs beneath, it kind of goes underneath here, through here, down here, and kind of out here. So that's the front camera wire. You can see under the front seat, I've taken the toolbox out. The little toolkit goes in my backpack anyway, or on my little bag that sits on the back. And I put the processor and everything sits in here. It will stay kind of waterproof and dry in there. And then I've wired this directly to the battery underneath without having to disconnect the battery, because it's just got the kind of horseshoe connectors. So I was able to do that without disconnecting the battery. And then the ignition live kind of runs from here and back, and it's plugged into I've used a little tap connector, so I haven't made any cuts. It's plugged into the kind of back of this. So the supply that goes to the USB port underneath, and that sits really well underneath here. So I just took all of this off, was able to tap into that USB port there, and that works really well. Then the rear camera also runs from here, runs down here. Now, again, I've kind of sat the rear camera here, so this bolt works really well. I've used the bracket that's designed for the front wing mirror because it's wider here. And that sits on really well in there, and it means I haven't done any modifications to the bike again. I don't use a top box, so that's not a problem for me. I have panniers and I have a bag that sits in my back seat because I don't have anyone riding on the back, so this works perfectly for me. And then the GPS is in here. Now, someone mentioned that you could hide the GPS in here, and I did consider that. But as far as I'm concerned, kind of line of sight for GPS is quite important. So just sticking it on here, which was the alternative for attaching the dash cam, the rear dash cam actually. Sticking it on here has worked really well. And again, that cable those cables kind of run back through under here. This all comes off very easily with the 4 bolts. And all those cables run through here. Then only other element really, I guess, is the controller. Now, I did this a different way to start with, where it kind of sat between these two, but actually this is really easy to take off. So loosen this bolt, and then you unwind the mirror, then you can undo this bolt. Now I used electrical tape around this so that I didn't mark these when I was unscrewing them. And then I had to modify this bracket because I'd already used the wide bracket on the back. So this I had to drill out to make it a little bit wider for this purpose. And it does mean then that you can set that at the bottom and the rubber grommet goes back on. I wired this through here, and again, this comes the other side. So the wire kind of sits in this loom, and then it comes down under here, kind of through here. Now, I used a 1 meter long cable tie to pull the cables through, and it works really well. Everything's fine, but then I wanted to make a change, and I tried pulling a cable through and it got stuck. So I ended up taking all of this trim off. Which sounds like a problem, but actually once you know what you're doing, it only takes a couple minutes. This panel comes off first. There's 2 little popper clips, one down there, one up here. Undo those, then this slides forward and pulls off. And then you can get to 4, there's 4 bolts that you unscrew, which loosens all of this. This pops off, just pulls off, just be careful when you do it. which reveals a bolt here. Undo that bolt, and all of this comes off. Because I did try sliding this panel off with this still in. Now, I did get it off, but it was almost impossible to get back on. So in the end, I took all of that off. And once you undo all of this, this slides off really easily, and it all goes back together really straightforward as well. Maybe take some photos as you do it, but it means you can get those cables through here really easily. Then I've just kind of cable tidied them up in here, and it all sits in there, and it all works fine, connects to my phone, no problems. It's a bit of a whistle stop, but hopefully that's useful. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments.